So I've been trying to do a video for the past few days, but just not coming together. So I just wanted to remind persons that as we approach the ending of 2020, that we need to ensure that we're stepping into 2021 baggage free and stress free. If you do nothing else, going at 2021 baggage free and stress free. Yes, sir. And the biggest lesson I've learned in 2020 is be obedient to God. When God has instructed you to do certain things, when God instructs you to do certain things, you can't allow persons who have no authority to tell you otherwise, that you should not do what God has called you to do. And it is specific to the project management professional exam that I'm talking about. You've seen the testimony, you've heard the testimony, how from July, I'd written down some goals that I had, and one of them was to be PMP certified by January 2021, which would have been my birthday. And in October, the Holy Spirit reminded me that you need to start the application process. Bear in mind, I had no money to pay for this exam. I have not sat in any prep courses for this exam, and I don't know the first thing that I'll be seeing on this exam. And the Holy Spirit prompted me to apply for that application. I did that, completed it. It was a simplified version of the application that I had done on the website. Just 3 pages. Ask you about yourself, your project, and your work experience, and then I left it there. Submitted the application, and I didn't know that 1 week, not even 1 week passed, and it was approved. But I didn't know. But then I sat there and I was like, okay, I need to do a prep course. I'm like, God, I need a prep course. Where am I gonna do a prep course? And then the Monday, a former coworker of mine messaged me to say that the prep course would have started on the Tuesday because there was a group doing the PMP in December. So I said, okay, fine. I did that, and I started the course on November 10th. And when I went and checked on November 10th where the application was, I realized it was approved. So I started the course. I didn't know how I was going to pay for the fee. I didn't know. And then I went ahead and I just went into the studying. I went full on studying, not knowing how it was going to be done. I just know that God said it should be done, and I was being obedient by doing what He said I needed to do. So when you walk out your obedience, when you step out in obedience, God will honor it and finish whatever you have started. And a mistake I made was to the prep course was 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and my superior indicated, yes, it's fine, it's online, you can go ahead. And then other things came up and it was like, okay, no, I can't. But all in all, I joined the course at 5 p.m. and I went home at nights and I dug into the book. There were 14 chapters to read, and I had to read those 14 chapters, listen to the audios from the book, and do questions after you've done all of your reading, because to gain experience for the exam you have to do a lot of questions, and some question banks are 2,700, 3,600 questions that you need to go through to kind of get a feel of how the questions are and how to time yourself to do a full 4-hour exam. And I remember somebody told me that I should not even think about doing PMP at this time. They asked me, have you ever done a prep course for PMP? I said no. And they went on to tell me that they had to do the PMP in how many months, and they had to do it when they were not at work, they were off work, and basically telling me that, what am I even trying? You're a newbie to this. I am experienced. I have done this, and I need how many months to study, and just dissuading me, and it planted a seed of doubt where I had to break down and cry last week. I had to break down in tears because when you can know when persons are talking and when they are sowing seeds and cursing you. When they're sowing seeds and they're cursing you, you can know. And I was quiet for the whole 4 weeks of that course. I was quiet. I didn't say a word. 6 weeks, I was very quiet. I stayed back Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I did what I had to do. I went home and I didn't sleep for most nights. I didn't sleep well. Sometimes it's 3 hours sleep and you get up back and you go back in the book. And persons don't understand this, that yes, you can have your opinion, but God's opinion is what matters the most. Your opinion does not matter to me. It does not when God has instructed me to do something. So I am encouraging you today that if God has given you an instruction, that you need to walk out the instruction and stop waiting on persons to validate you, to say that you are doing the right thing. If God said it, you need to go and do what God says, and stop waiting on other persons to validate your decision, that you need to do what God has told you to do. And that is the biggest lesson of 2020 for me. He had to take me through months where I had to be by myself. I had no friend to call. I had nobody to lean on when I had a question, because I needed to go to him, because he already instructed me from whenever the year started that what I need to do to come close and to come up higher. And I did not. He was showing me that in 2020 you did not need anybody to validate you to walk out a calling that I have placed on your life. So when you see you're separated in a season from the thing that you love the most, that is a test. That is a test that God is trying to pull you through. And if I had not gone through that test, I would not have the self-confidence I have now, because the same girl who you see here today is not the same girl I was last year December. Different somebody. Tell us, I never know, say me did have so much within me. I never know that. Come here, wait for people to tell me, say, Nadia, you're doing a good job. Nadia, you're awesome. Nadia, you're great. No, I have a joy within that nobody can faze me. Not a soul can faze me now. So you have an opinion about Nadia? I'm sorry, but that's your opinion. It's not what God says about me. That's your opinion, and I don't care. What does God say about me? I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am blessed and highly favored. I am blessed in my going out and coming in. I am the head, I am not the tail. I am the lender, not the borrower. Those things that are riveting in your head. Affirm yourself in Jesus. Stop allowing persons to validate you and seeking affirmations from people. You have to affirm yourself. And you can't go into 2021 with the mindset where you need opinion and people to back you to do what God has called you to do. Be decisive in 2020 and going into 2021. If God says you must do something, do what He told you to do. And stop delaying, because delaying is disobedience. When God has told you to move and you don't move, that is delayed disobedience. That is disobedience. Partial obedience is disobedience. You don't have what God tell you to do. You're being disobedient, and then you're wondering why you're not being blessed. God cannot bless when you are not walking out what He told you to walk out. He can't trust you with the next phase because you didn't walk out phase 1. So how you gonna go into phase 2? You can't be blessed if you're not moving when God say you must move, and praying for who God say you must pray for. How can you be blessed? You can't be blessed. So your blessing is hung up because of your disobedience. Your disobedience. When I say I have to lock down my business and people are cussing me on WhatsApp, but I'm unprofessional because I'm not answer. I pity them, I know. I'm unprofessional. That's not how I run my business. So I have to finally put out a notice that no appointments until the end of December. And if God tell you to do something and it seem like you're losing in the short term, you're not losing, because He has so much more for you at the end of that tunnel or rainbow. So me I beg you, please. If God tell you to do something, do it. If you're fearful or afraid, do it afraid. Do it fearfully. Do it same way. When God says step, please step. Have a good night.